Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm gonna try out some of the seam sealer. Got it from Advanced Auto. I'm gonna go ahead and seal some stuff up. I didn't go ahead and weld everything completely. I mainly just stitched it all together, and that's gonna be good enough for me for what I'm doing. Only because, you know, this is gonna be a hot rod. It's not some fancy truck, and it's my personal truck. I'm not gonna take the time and weld it all solid. Just some of that I really wanted to get it stiff, and it is. I mean, it's not moving. I'm just gonna go ahead, do some seams, and see how this stuff works. Look, I sealed a random spot on the floor. It actually came out way faster than I thought it was gonna. I cut a huge hole, but I didn't think that it was going to actually come out so easy. And just gonna give it the old squeeze-a-doo. All this is going to be covered up with a sound deadening, so it doesn't have to look entirely great, but I'll check back in with you in a few. I ain't gonna lie, that looks like shit. But I seam sealed almost everything, used the whole tube. Let's let it dry and we'll start it up and see if it's a little bit better. I'm not too worried about how it looks because I'm just gonna put a mat down and the sound deadening and let it ride. So I picked up some Dynamat and we're gonna see how it sticks down there. I'm gonna let it sit in the sun for a little bit so it gets a little softer and it's easier to work with. Been a few minutes, I even dropped it in the sand, so that's good. Gonna go ahead and try to throw it up into place, see how it looks. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see. So basically what I figure I'm gonna do is do the top part first and then peel back the cover as I go. Oh man, this is gonna be fun because can't exactly look through this little hole. So basically I'm trying to get all the way up to the corner where I seam sealed it, and I think what I'm going to do now is peel this side back, lift up the bottom and peel the protective sheet out from under it, and just do it real careful. It kind of stinks because this cable right here is like right on top of it, so it's gonna be a little tricky, but I think we're gonna be able to do it just fine. All right, I got just the top section peeled. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Oh, well, I guess it's working. Okay, so everything I seen says to roll this on. So we're not going to. I'm just gonna push it on real good and hope for the best. I know that's not the right way to do it, but that's kind of how I spend my whole life, so. Got a little bit smushed on the side there. Definitely not gonna have enough. Maybe I can just do this centerpiece here and test it out, see how loud it is. Or I can do it like this and get half of this part done and see if that helps. I like that. I'll do that. I will say I got most of it. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up, maybe put it in gear and see what happens. See if it sounds a little bit better. This is all that I bought, so I'll have to go ahead and get some more if it works good. It's still a little bit, it's definitely better. Well, it definitely seems better. I'll go ahead and get some more. Probably continue putting some more in tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna take a quick break on the GMC and come over here for a second. I went to my buddy's shop. He had a throttle body for me. He had a map sensor, gas pedal, and even some mounts. So I'm gonna just throw that stuff on real quick and get back to the GMC. All I basically got left on that is I'm gonna finish up the sound deadening, and then I'm gonna start wiring in the lights. Hopefully start driving this thing. It's so close, it's super close. I threw the trailer on it this morning, have the Nova pretty far up so I could get some weight on it. And I might have to trim just the back section there on that one side. It needs to go a little bit more. But other than that, I mean, man, she's almost ready to work. It's just occurred to me, maybe I really like working, because why would I build a whole entire truck to work just for working? I could just buy a truck. Instead I built one. Huh. Anyways, hopefully I got enough room. Oh yeah. I was missing one Allen head screw and I found one. Perfect. hopefully the rest of them should be fine. They're a little bit shorter. Dang, I just got the throttle body on and I realized I don't have the bracket to hold it. I'm not sure if the bracket actually bolts under the throttle body or if it bolts to here. So might have to pull the throttle body back off. It's all tightened down, but I'm just gonna leave it for now. But yeah, I like it a lot. It's a 92. Didn't want to go with the 105. 105 is a little bit big, so figured this will give me the most amount of lower end torque I can get. I've never used one of these clamps before. Basically just bolts two sections together, but it's not like Vibrant. There's no play in it. So I guess we're gonna check it out and see, you know, if we like it or not. Thing I'm gonna do right now is put the new map sensor on. This is one for boost, for future reference if I need one. Yeah, this should plug right into the Terminator X harness. And we have a new, gonna go with a whole nother Gen 4 Terminator X setup because everything I had is Gen 3, which kind of stinks. That's okay. It's a little stiff. I'll get some WD-40 for that. Lube will do. Thing slid right in after I oiled it up. This should be the second to last time. I gotta take the intake off. I have to do it one more time just to peel the tape off the heads and bolt it down for reals. But I'm just leaving it loose just in case for some reason the motor's got to come out. I don't know. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I like it. It's coming together. Put this pedal on right this second, but I'm gonna see if it fits. It's a little different than the one I usually use, but that's okay. I'm not gonna lie, this thing don't fit well at all. So I'll either just buy the pedal I usually use or modify this. But I'm not gonna mess with it right now. I'm gonna get back to work. So yesterday I threw this throttle body on here. I test fitted a pipe. Only problem is, even with the radiator, if it was in this area, it's too close. With everything added on, the clamp, it just doesn't fit. So we're gonna play a little throttle body musical chairs. I'm gonna steal the one off the Nova, put it on this. I'm gonna take the one off of this. I'm gonna put it in the motor that we're building for another car, and then we're gonna take that one and put it on the Nova. This way, I think we're gonna maybe just get the Nova running NA for now, so that'll be fine. And then we'll put this clamp for boosty boost up on the other motor. And then I have the Vibrant clamp, which is a whole lot shorter for this one. Time to pull this one off. You know what? Heck enough. Basically, this is what we're looking at here. If it can even save us that inch, it'll be perfect. And last, but also least, I had to put the spacer in because the bolts were too long. I could have found new bolts, but for now, it'll be fine. It's all crazy stacked up and stuff. So I did try to put this piece on that I made for the 50 truck. Yeah, it's still not a lot of room. It's going to be one heck of a sharp bend, but I think we'll be able to do it. Alright, back at it again. No more detours. We're going to finish this up. Well, we're going to finish most of it up. I got 2 more sheets of the Dynamat, and I'm just going to do the front floorboard there, the rest of the tunnel here, and then as far as I can get to maybe about here, so I'll have to pull the bench seat out and tack it all up down the sides. So I'm not going to go all the way, but just to just trying to get a feel and see if it's actually worth doing the rest of it. Like I said, I'm going to get a rubber mat, so this should be all, I mean, it should be pretty good. I will take a few minutes and scuff everything up real quick because I don't think it's going to stick to that rust. Just let them heat up, and we're going to go back here and get the rest of the dirt out. I'm going to be honest, I had no idea how much dirt was stuck to the wheel well. I got a whole bunch of it out. I'm going to continue to, I'm going to get the Clecos out and continue to clean this all up. Realize how much this little section was pitted up, probably because it's just had dirt packed in it this whole time. I'm gonna go ahead and cover this area, and then, you know, down the road, if this thing actually works out well, I'll come back and replace this little floor section. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. So the guy at the place I got the Dynamat was like, "Hey, so you're rolling that on, right? Like I told you to?" "Oh yeah, absolutely." Yep. Man, for something that kills the heat in here, it gets warm to the touch real quick out there. So this is the first time I've ever put this stuff down. I'm sure I'm not doing it the best, but that's okay. You know, as long as it does the job, right? That finger does a pretty good job of pushing it in. I suppose that's not too terrible. I'm gonna go ahead and cut some more up. Just like that. I think it's a whole lot better. Well, I guess door seals are next. Alright, I'm calling this the end of this episode, and next time maybe I'll get some door seals, and I still have to wire this thing up for the headlights and taillights. But also, I noticed that my gauge is off by a lot. So I might throw a different cluster in this thing and see if it works. So I ended up actually putting the last piece in. Well, except for around the gas pedal, but we might remake it. So.
Yeah, so the gas pedal seems to be an ongoing thing. We're still trying to figure out what's best for it. So we've got a couple different ideas that we can try, but for now, it works pretty well.
See you next time.